Manager threw a single dad's change on the floor. Pick it up. Minutes later, everyone froze. The restaurant fell silent the instant the manager swept the handful of coins off the counter with one angry motion. The change scattered across the polished wooden floor, rolling beneath tables as every customer turned to stare. The exhausted single father stood frozen, clutching a worn leather wallet and a tiny framed photo of his daughter. His face burned with humiliation, but he refused to let the tears in his eyes fall. What no one in that restaurant knew was that those few coins were all he had left after buying medicine for his little girl, and within minutes, the truth about the quiet man standing there would leave everyone speechless. Before we continue, if you believe kindness is never wasted and everyone deserves a second chance, please like this video, share it with someone who believes in compassion, comment where you're watching from, and subscribe to Echoes of Kindness for more unforgettable stories that restore faith in humanity. Nathan Carter had once lived an ordinary life. He worked long shifts as a mechanic, adored his wife, and dreamed of giving their daughter Emma the happiest childhood imaginable. Then tragedy shattered everything. His wife passed away after a sudden illness, leaving Nathan to raise 6-year-old Emma alone. Medical bills swallowed every dollar he earned. Between hospital visits, school supplies, rent, and endless overtime, there was almost nothing left. Every day became a battle between dignity and survival. That afternoon, Emma had quietly whispered that she wished she could have pancakes like the children in her favorite storybook. Nathan promised her he would try. After buying her medicine, he counted every coin in his pocket and realized he could just barely afford one simple meal at a neighborhood cafe. He planned to share it with Emma later. It wasn't much, but to him, it was a promise kept. When Nathan stepped inside the crowded restaurant, he noticed people dressed in expensive suits enjoying large meals. He felt out of place in his faded jacket and dusty work boots, yet he smiled politely as he ordered the cheapest item on the menu. After carefully placing every coin on the counter, he apologized for paying in change. Instead of understanding, the impatient manager looked at the coins with disgust. Believing Nathan was wasting everyone's time, he mocked him loudly before brushing every coin onto the floor. The cruel gesture echoed through the restaurant. Some customers looked away in embarrassment. Others simply watched. Nathan slowly knelt, gathering the scattered coins one by one. Each coin represented another hour of sweat, another sacrifice for his daughter, another reminder of how difficult life had become. As he reached beneath a nearby table, the small photo frame slipped from his pocket and landed beside the coins. A woman entering the restaurant noticed the picture of a smiling little girl and the exhausted father desperately collecting his money. She stopped in her tracks, unable to ignore what she had just witnessed. The woman quietly approached the counter. She wasn't impressed by expensive clothes or loud voices. She was moved by humility. She asked another customer what had happened, and after hearing the story, her expression changed completely. Without raising her voice, she questioned why a hardworking father had been treated like he wasn't even human. The manager tried to defend himself, insisting it was only loose change. But the woman reminded everyone that dignity has no price. She gently helped Nathan gather the last few coins from the floor while several customers finally realized they had remained silent during an act of cruelty. Moments later, another customer stood and admitted he had recorded everything on his phone. He said no hardworking parent should ever be humiliated for trying to feed a child. Suddenly, others began speaking up. The once silent restaurant filled with voices defending the man they had ignored only minutes earlier. Nathan never asked for revenge. He simply thanked the woman for helping him collect the coins. His quiet grace touched everyone more deeply than anger ever could. Several customers insisted on paying for his meal, but Nathan hesitated until one elderly couple smiled and told him it wasn't charity, it was gratitude for reminding them what courage truly looked like. When Nathan finally returned home, Emma ran into his arms with the brightest smile. They shared the simple meal together, laughing as though it were a feast. That evening, Nathan realized something precious. His greatest gift to his daughter wasn't money. It was teaching her that kindness can survive even the cruelest moments. The video recorded inside the restaurant spread across the community. Thousands of people praised Nathan's humility and condemned the unnecessary humiliation. More importantly, countless viewers promised themselves they would never stay silent when witnessing someone being treated unfairly. If this story touched your heart, please take a moment to comment with one word: kindness. Your comment may inspire someone else to believe that compassion still exists in this world. Nathan's life didn't become perfect overnight. He still worked long hours. He still faced difficult days. But he also discovered that even after the darkest moments, strangers can become unexpected blessings. Sometimes the richest person in a room isn't the one with the biggest wallet, but the one who refuses to lose their humanity. If this story reminded you that every act of kindness matters, please like this video, share it with your family and friends, leave a heartfelt comment, and subscribe to Echoes of Kindness. Together, let's spread stories that remind the world compassion is stronger than cruelty. Because in the end, coins can be picked up from the floor, but a person's dignity should never be thrown there in the first place.